Of the day, Alex is joining us now, and we're talking about a popular singer who's guest starring on a big-time show, so that could be cool. A company making a move to driverless technology, and a celebrity taking over a talent show. Well, first up, Ed Sheeran will be joining the cast of Game of Thrones. Wow. The Shape of You singer is currently sitting at the top of the Billboard 200 with his new album, Divide, and will now be making a guest appearance on the next season of HBO's fantasy drama. Now, show creators made the announcement yesterday. They said they've been trying to get Sheeran on the show for years. Afterwards, he tweeted, "Guess the cat's out of the bag," end quote. This was a pretty good week for Sheeran overall. His album had the largest week on the Billboard 200 so far this year. Not only am I a fan of Ed Sheeran, I am even a bigger fan of Game of Thrones. Love, probably my favorite show ever in life created, Game of Thrones.
So like two great things come together to make one awesome thing?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
It's shaping up pretty good for you then.
It is shaping up to be great.
Well, you know what's funny is Ed Sheeran pops up everywhere. I feel like he's that, because I went to go see Bridget Jones too, and he was in it, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, what? So
How was he as an actor?
I mean, he was fine. He played himself though, so I mean, but nope, she didn't know who he was. So it was kind of funny because she's a British person and he was in like London or something, and she had no idea who he was. So I mean, he's good at playing himself.
I'm not sure that would play so well in Game of Thrones.
No,
acting in that one, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Absolutely. I'd be interested to know also what kind of character he would play.
That's true too, because like you said, I don't know him to be an actor. So for them to actually seek him out to play a role, I want to see what they have in mind, because the show creators are phenomenal writers. So I want to see how they actually scripted him into the series. So I'm looking forward to season 7.
Do you think he'll get killed on the show?
Probably.
Yes,
that's probably what
I was
happens.
just thinking about that, and I read somewhere that like for a lot of actors, it's a thing that they want to be part of their careers, to like see their death on something, because it's just kind of so like out of their hands, and it's kind of crazy and weird, and you know, obviously something that you would never actually get to see. Kind of interesting stuff.
Yeah, they didn't see how many episodes he would be in, but maybe only one.
Maybe. Game of Thrones does that.
Love Game of Thrones. Jeez, awesome. Now I've got like, ugh. All right,
you're like hype about this. Next story.
Have you guys seen an episode?
Yeah.
No.
I've seen it.
It's on my list. It's on my list of things to watch.
It's one of those things that I'm almost afraid I've missed the boat on it, and I need to wait until it's like completely over and done with.
Yeah.
And then, like, otherwise I'm never going to catch up. I just need to, like, it's kind of like what I did with Lost. I waited until the whole thing was done, and then I watched it.
It's really hard to do that, though. You have to dedicate so much time. And why should we watch it?
Because it's phenomenal. Are you kidding me?
I heard it's pretty good. I feel like you watch every other show on television. Like,
but it's one of those.
It's on my list.
It's very specific, though. Like, if you're not into like the kind of medieval blood and kind of like, you know, killing people to get their land, kind of, it's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's very Viking-esque.
There you go.
Kind of. I don't know. I love it.
I'll let you know if I watch it.
I will get there eventually. But first, Intel is making a move toward driverless technology. They're buying it from Mobileye for $15.3 billion. Billion with a B. This would be the largest acquisition of an Israeli high-tech company. Each share costs $63.54. Mobileye accounts for 70% of the global market for advanced driver assistance. They expect to close the deal within the next 9 months. So in 70%, you know, we've been talking a lot about this recently, and so as kind of a novice in the world of driverless cars, that's a lot, because I think everybody is trying to get their hands in this. And
well, not really. No hands.
Well, like, you know. Ding! Ding, that
Alex
box right there.
Right here. Imaginary counter for how many puns Alex makes right here.
Yeah. Well, we need a real counter right there.
We really do.
I do. I would like that.
Except that needs to be hands-free, too, because otherwise we get tired.
Yeah.
That's true.
Another pun from Alex.
Here we go.
But I don't know. I still stand by the fact that I don't know how into this whole driverless car thing I am. Like, what are some other technologies that everybody seemed to be getting really hype about? I guess the like watches, Apple Watches, and things, those were really, really big, and then they kind of, people didn't like them as much as they thought they would. I just am very interested to know where the end game of this is all going to be.
I'm curious to know how that works when there's an accident. How does that, you know, take that into account? How does that keep you safe? Because that would be my concern. You know, if I were going to take, you know, my friends, or if I have a family, I don't want to put them at risk like that.
Well, and they say the reason behind this is actually to get rid of accidents, because they're like, you can't have an accident with that. But I don't know about that.
I mean, it's technology, right? There's
Yeah.
human error, but there's also computer and...
My cell phone can't be guaranteed to work for 2 years when I buy it at full price. So I don't know. We'll see about that one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I would probably try it one day if it was safe for like 5 years first.
That's fair.
5 years.
Maybe.
It's the future.
We'll talk to you in a few.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. But you guys, finally, we now know the host of America's Got Talent. I wasn't banking on this one, but Tyra Banks is the new host.
Ding, ding, ding.
Howie Mandel made the announcement this weekend, tweeting, quote, "Please welcome Tyra Banks to the AGT family. She's our new host," end quote. Banks is replacing Nick Cannon, who served as host since 2009. She says since she was a little girl, she's been obsessed with performers who make the impossible seem possible. She can't wait to be a part of the show that makes fierce and outrageous dreams come true. Now, network president of alternative and reality for NBC said, quote, "Tyra is the complete package, out of this world talent, funny, brilliant, and all heart," end quote. So we finally know who's replacing Nick Cannon.
Does she still have her talk show?
No, that actually was canceled, I believe, when I was in high school, because I used to come home and watch it.
Oh.
I mean, you know.
I'm like way behind on that.
I was about to
really
say,
thought she still had it.
I thought you were talking about America's Next Top Model or something, but you're talking about the Tyra Banks show.
Like the Tyra Banks talk show.
No,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, she left that show to work on producing, and I was kind of sad about that. But she did host. It was what is America's Next Top Model? Wasn't that 23 seasons?
Yeah, that was
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like cycles.
Yeah, sorry, cycles.
Cycles.
But I love when she used to hand them the paper and say, "You are."
She's a bit of a performer herself. I'll say she's got a flair for the drama.
Oh,
it's going to be interesting to see, like, you know what, I would actually like to know who else was in the running for that. Because I think that's also kind of interesting to see, like, what separates her from, you know, everybody else that signed up to kind of...
She also, right now, is replaced Ivanka Trump on Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh, right, yes.
So she's doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, she replaced Ivanka as, like, the advisor role.
Yeah.
So, you know, she did a good job. I saw a couple episodes of that. It's just, she's got a lot going for her. She does everything.
Yeah, and doesn't she just have a baby, too, not too long ago? I'm pretty sure she did.
Yeah.
It was very, very cute. Yes, very cute. So congratulations to her, doing big things
Hey,
in the internet world.
Our Instant Connection poll is coming up today. We want to know, who would you have picked to host America's Got Talent? Easy to participate. Just go to our Facebook page right now, click on the link, and we're going to check back later. I would probably have to say I like Trevor Noah right now a lot.
I like him too. It'd be interesting having a British guy hosting America's Got Talent. Or not British, South African.
South African,
but with that accent. I love his accent.
Accents are cool. What about you? Anybody jumps to mind right now?
For some reason, John Stamos would be kind of fun.
John Stamos, does he host anything?
You know what? No, so he's available. You know,
there you go.
I would like to see Uncle Jesse tell me who's got talent one more time.
I think like the first thing I think of when I think hosting is Steve Harvey.
That's true.
Because I can just picture him doing that thing though where he's like,
no, they didn't do that.
Hey, can you believe that? Like with that, but Ellen DeGeneres, she'd also be fun. I like her a lot.
Randomly, Joe Rogan popped in my mind from Fear Factor.
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Wow. Okay. Throwback. I don't know. I think Anthony Anselm could do a pretty good job.
I'm aging myself right now. I'm aging myself. All right. Alex, viral video of the day.
Okay, guys. So usually we follow in the footsteps of a mentor or, you know, a role model. But a duck is actually following in the footsteps of a deputy, and it's got me quacking up.
Ding!
The Placer County Sheriff's Deputy Whitley was assisting with traffic control when this happened. A duck named Quackers took an instant liking to her. She stayed with her the entire time she was out. That's more than 30 minutes. No matter where she went, there was little Quackers to follow along. And this looks more like a sobriety test to me.
I was about to say that.
But a neighbor did take Quackers home, so she has a home somewhere. But isn't that funny?
Did Quackers not have a home just outside before?
You know what? I don't know. I think she just ran away from home and followed the police. Which
this reminds me of Zootopia. Judy Hopps wanted to be a police officer, so why can't Quackers want to be a police officer?
That's right.
That's cute. I like it.
Maybe those are going to be the new police dogs.
Aww.
I don't know if that would be as effective, but
probably not.
I wouldn't like it.
Go out on a limb and say no.
Yeah, they probably don't have as good of like sniffers.
Right.
Like I don't think they can smell anything.
Right, and you throw a piece of bread in, they're kind of distracted.
Have you guys? Steve Hartman on the Road series and CBS Evening News that you can catch here on CBS, obviously, does those stories that are just so great all the time about people and interesting characters. And he had one that's my all-time favorite about a little girl and her duck, Snowflake. Do you remember that one?
I feel like I know what
And he wore little diapers and he followed her around. They dressed up as Olaf and Elsa for Halloween, and the little white duck was, oh, so cute. So I guess ducks are pretty cool animals.
But you know, a lot of people are kind of like getting these unusual pets these days. You see pigs in the homes a lot now, ducks. Not really surprising.
Bringing home the bacon isn't the same.
Ding! All right, so it's been a heck